Despite having the starting field of 69 reduced to 42,
he's going well, he's still holding condition well, he's still got a good hump on him.
The next real test for the camels will be dodging traffic.
So by standing up, it's more like jogging.
We're sort of a wild camel at the beginning.
There are some participants who just can't wait for it to finish.
It was the bicentennial year, and 69 camel riders set out on a journey across the harsh Australian desert. The gruelling race from the bush to the beach took 3 months. Competitors had to endure torrential rains, fatigue, and outbreaks of illness.
Some claim atrocious living conditions have contributed to disease, and in some cases near-fatal illnesses that have left at least 2 contestants in hospital with Shigella.
Well, I thought it sounded like a really nice holiday that had been very peaceful and enjoyable, just seeing the Australian countryside. And I don't think so many people have ever gone to such lengths to have a terrible time, but we had a lot of fun in between,
Gordon O'Connell and his Mount Capricornia, who lead by more than 30 hours, have trained in and around the central Queensland town of Emerald for more than a year.
Gordon O'Connell was the winner of the one and only Great Australian Camel Race.
I knew I was going to win, I just knew. So the highlight was probably making friends.
And now, almost 40 years later, his son Dwight is working to preserve its legacy.
This is our heritage, and this one-off event really showcased the toughness, the hardness of these people, and also gave us all someone to look up to and people to aspire to, and it shows that anyone can achieve anything if you put your mind to it.
Dwight O'Connell's desire to preserve the legacy of the Great Australian Camel Race originally sprung from a dream to reunite the competitors from the bicentennial event.
These guys achieved a hell of a lot back in the day, and it's never really been showcased or brought up again.
He hosted an on-farm reunion in early October, inviting competitors from across Australia to bring along any old items from the race and share their memories from it.
There's so many amazing stories, stuff you would not even think about, and they're hilarious, the characters are amazing, and it'd make a bloody great movie. So if we can start to put it together in a museum and share those stories, it'd be the best part of it.
Jill! How are you? Oh dear me.
36 years.
Yeah, and you're a lot shorter than I remember.
Camels have remained a lifelong passion for these adventurers, so much so they even want to establish a tourism venture here in the Whitsundays, dedicated to telling the story of the Great Australian Camel Race.
And a lot of the competitors are telling me now, I've got all this information, but when I pass, my children aren't really interested in it, so you can have it. And so they've blessed them all, they've given me so much stuff we can put in the museum and put on show to continue their legacy, I suppose, moving forward. And when people started to come to me and tell me their stories and start talking about a reunion, I thought, well, my camel farm needs to tell that story of everyone, not just about what my father achieved.
For former jockey and marathon runner Jill Colwell, it was one of the toughest moments of her life, but also one of her greatest achievements.
It was a good lesson in life that, you'll come across things that are very difficult to do, and there's ways to achieve them. We're 36 years down the track and we're still all going. We still do adventurous things and risk our lives, but somehow we're still here, we're still alive and still kicking, ready for a big party.